Get a level pipe and a bottle cap. Pierce two holes, one for the pipe and one for the air in out. All this because you want to remove the fuel tank and this guy spills petrol. First of all, connect this to the bottle and put it in the petrol tank and press closing the hole and you can collect the petrol in the bottle. Hi, welcome to Baby Adventure. In this video, we will look into how to remove the fuel tank of Yezdi Adventure. For this, all you need is hex 6, hex 5 and socket 8 and 10, hex 5 and socket 8 at the front end, and key to remove the pillion seat and socket 10 to remove the rider seat. So after removing the rider seat, at the rear end of the fuel tank we have hex 6. And this is the fuel pump connections, and that is the fuel pump to filter and to throttle body, and this is the electric connector of the fuel pump. And there comes the fuel sensor level, fuel level indicating sensor, that is, and this is canister. This comes from the fuel tank to canister, and that goes to the open. And I have removed the pipe of the fuel canister, and I'm trying to remove the fuel pump to fuel filter pipe. It has a button kind of thing. You have to press the button and push the pipe. Do not put pressure onto the fuel pump. So it is sliding as I remove the bolt. So I bolted it and press the button and push the fuel pump. As I removed the fuel earlier, it became easier. Else it would have spilled a lot of fuel. It would be very difficult. And I am removing the bolt that I put again. So this is how it looks. You have to remove the fuel connector, electric one, and you have to remove the fuel level indicating sensor connector 2. I can't show it to you now. Figure it out. And this is it. It looks easy, but it takes time and practice. So this is how it looks. These are knobs on which the fuel tank hops and sits, lies coolly. And this is how it looks. Have a go. And this is the fuel level indicating sensor connector, and this goes to the canister, and this comes from the canister. This goes to the fuel tank, and this goes to the open end. So there are 5 connectors: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So while assembling it, here is the key things: hop over from the right. As the fuel pump is on the left, ensure that you have very less fuel or none in the fuel tank and hop over from the right. So place on the knobs and push it forward. Do not bolt it now, as you have to fix the canister pipes to fuel tank to canister rear, that is input to the canister, and on the front it has an open end pipe that is connected onto the front of the canister. It needs some force to push the pipe into the connector and place the wire clamps. Later on we have to put the fuel level indicator sensor connector 2, and I have put the fuel pump pipe connector and electric connector 2. So at the end we fill the petrol we have taken from the fuel tank and rinse it if you have spilled petrol on it. Bolt the bolts that are removed earlier, front and rear. So if you have more fuel in the petrol tank, better get a big one, big container. Else if you are doing a DIY, do it when you have less fuel, empty, close to empty. Here is the main thing, do not do self instantly. Prime the fuel pump with petrol. It takes 2-3 times of switching on the ignition, that is switching on the key, so that you might hearing the noises, husking noises, that is air that is trapped in the fuel lines. So once you are clear that air is lost, then you can start the engine and check it for any leaks. If you like the video, please do subscribe for more informative videos.